Alrighty guys, so I am here bringing testing new items. What is it called? Full face of new items. Good lord. There are going to be some old items that I use just because I don't have new of everything, but I have a good amount of things that are new. And I've gone through a lot of new things, but yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and prime with my two primers that I'm trying to get out of my collection. They're both the Makeup Forever Step 1. This one's the mattifying one and the other one is the pore smoothing one. I tend to put the pore smoothing one down first because I feel as though that's the one you really have to like blend in, if you will. And I put that all down. Anywhere I have pores everywhere. And then I go ahead with the mattifying one, just more centered into my T-zone-ish areas. And depending on, you know, how long I'm gonna have the makeup on, I might put more or less. It is nighttime, so I'm not gonna have this makeup on for very long, but I'm still here. So we're gonna still put a little something something, and this one's having problems even coming out the tube. I might just declutter this one, but anyways, and then I just blend them both in. Alright, with my base now nice and prepped, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. brow gel. This is not a new product. I've already gone through one full one and I'm almost done with this side. I'm kind of just scraping, being cheap. Surprise, surprise. And I think for this, because I've never tried the palette nor the foundation, I think what I'm gonna do is do the palette first. And this is a semi-controversial type palette. It is the Kush palette by Peachy Queen. I have had this for a really long time. I don't know why it's taking me so long. I have no makeup brushes. Give me a second. Okay, so I have no idea why it's taken me so long to really get into this palette. It just has been like slowly pushed back and pushed back because other palettes slightly more intrigued me. And yeah, anyways, this is the inside of the palette. It looks absolutely stunning in person, just as it did online. What I'm gonna do is just prime my lids really quickly with my e.l.f. Milk jumbo pencil. With my e.l.f. I am gonna prime my eyes with my NYX jumbo pencil in milk really quickly. And I actually need to set it with a different palette because there's nothing to set with. And then I will be back so we can really dive into this palette. So just give me 1 second. Alrighty, I have now done set my lid. Do I want to do a transition color? I think I'm gonna do a transition color, and I don't have that palette either. I am a mess today. Okay, now I'm gonna get into my Melt Rust stack and go into the shade Rust, which you guys know is in my 12 by 2000, well, about 12 by New Year's. By the time this video goes up, this project pan will have already ceased, but I am still recording this video in 2018, so I'm still gonna keep getting use out of this product. And I just use it because it's close-ish to my skin tone. So it's really good at like being a buffer in between my brow, the white, and whatever color I put down. Okay, what I'm gonna do is now bring you guys closer. And I don't think I'm on autofocus, which is perfect. Perfect, I'm not on autofocus. That's as close as I can get you guys, unless, let's see. Try and move the whole trifecta. Okay, that's as close as I can get you guys without me being uncomfortable in a position. I haven't been able to get my other lens to work. I don't know why. But anyways, I have no idea what I want to do with this palette. I'm ready to get into it. And you know what? This BH Cosmetics brush already has yellow on it for some reason. So let's just flick off the remainder of whatever yellow it is. And in typical me fashion, let's just go into the yellow, which is right there. And that name is Lemon Kush. So we're just going to go straight into the pan. Very little kick up, and I was like more so digging into the pan, so very little kick up and decent pigmentation, very decent pigmentation. And this is just the yellow. Sorry, I know I always crooked my head, but I'm really critical of yellows just compared to my Sugar Pill Butter Cupcake. But this is, just from this first application, this is pretty good. So yeah, I'm thinking this is a really good transition layering base situation going on. And if you're wondering, this is the BH Cosmetics 7 brush from their Marble collection. Now, would it be too much if I do a sunset eye with a beautiful shimmer on the lid? I want to go into this pink right there. So I'm going to go into the pink with the same BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to go slightly under where I put that product, and same amount of kick up, very minimal. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop using this. This is a synthetic brush. What I'm gonna do, this is the first natural hair brush I saw. This is a Sephora brand. I don't know what type of fibers it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a natural hair brush, and it is their number 19. I'm gonna go into that pink shade. Natural hair brushes tend to pick up more product, and I'm just gonna go into that shade and just pat this pink all over my crease. Okay, not a huge fan of this pink right off the bat. It just doesn't seem like it wants to actually adhere to my eye. It just blends away. You can see that, right? So let me grab a good amount and pack it on, and then when I blend, the color goes away. Man, I was really excited for this palette. Okay, Okay, let's just go into the orange, which is Agent Orange right here in the corner. And we're gonna go into this baby. Ugh, okay, I'm still not liking this. Okay, we're gonna start over. I will be back. We're gonna start over. Give me a second. All right, guys. Eyes are reprimed with my NYX Milk Pencil. And what I'm gonna do is just do what I did again. Since it's not set, I'm hoping that the product will adhere to my actual eye better. So now I'm gonna go into a Lemon Kush again, which is that nice yellow. And I thought it applied well with the set lid, but I'm hoping for even better application now. And yeah, I need this look to go out well. I need to record a bunch of videos. So. Here's, I'm gonna have a very little transition color. That's fine. Now I'm just gonna go on to the other side and just pat down that yellow first, just to get an initial color base, and then blend. So this is bizarre. In person, this is brighter. This eye is brighter than this one. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like the other eye is more neon and bright compared to my right eye. And I swear there's no difference. I set them both the same way. I don't know what that is, but we'll just go with it and not make such a big deal out of it. And I can always blend away some of the yellow later. Now, just to cover all bases, I'm gonna use that same Sephora natural haired brush. And now we're gonna go into Bubba Kush, which is the bright pink. And we're gonna take that brush, we're gonna dunk, 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 and we're gonna try and put it right under that yellow. Okay, yeah, it's already, just setting it down, it's going much better. And just from honestly using this palette once, because I've never even opened this palette, you can definitely see that this is more of a palette where you have to put the product down and then blend, which is fine. It's just something you gotta learn to do with certain palettes if you want to get them to work. Okay, and hopefully you guys can see that blend. I think it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of go back in with the yellow brush. Yeah, I'm actually thinking that looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and do the other eye. You see how that's really a nice, a very nice blend. You get like a yellow to like a kind of an orange to the pink, which is nice. I really am liking this now. Okay, now in typical me fashion, let me just bring this down just to sort of be my primary base for my outer V. And then there are about 2 shades I could use to deepen out my outer V. I could use Northern Lights or Blueberry. Which one do I think will work best? I honestly, the absolute worst when it comes to color theory. I know nothing about it. When things like this happen, I'm like, oh, that's what that means? Okay, cool. Let's go with Northern Lights because by the time you guys are watching this, I will have already seen the Northern Lights. So let's go ahead and use that. I'm just cleaning off on my pants a ColourPop E9. And once again, Northern Lights is that green. So we're just gonna take my E9 from ColourPop, dunk it in to Northern Lights, and we're just gonna deepen out. Oh, we're just gonna deepen out okay, nope. Blueberry, come on to the rescue. Blueberry is that really deep blue, so let's go for that. Oh yeah, can already see a lot more pigment on that. Okay. And we're just gonna blend this darker blue into my crease. Just slightly though. I'm not pressed to get it super high in my crease. And I'm currently looking for one of my favorite brushes in this for this type of blending, and this is the Sigma E36. It's a really small blending brush, and it's really good at blending things out, but not moving them too much, like out of the way. I just kind of want to blend this so it does its duty. You see? And then what I'm gonna do is take the Sigma brush or the Sephora brush that had the purple, oh my gosh, the pink, and just kind of go on the outside. And just to really enforce that blending, if you will. I don't know how much it's blending in that real outer corner. Okay. Okay, I think that's nice. So let me just go ahead and do the same thing. Let's go into Blueberry on this eye. What is gonna go on my lid? I think I have to. This is beautiful right here. It's called Purple Haze. It looks like a glitter with like blue. It just looks like a multi-glitter with purple on it. I'm just gonna take my Isium brush dry, and I'm gonna dig right into that color, and let's put it right on my lid. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. Now, I think this is one of the very few glitters that I have been happy to be pressed, because this is clearly a pressed glitter, but it's opaque in a way, and it's also very, very reflective. I can't tell if you guys can see it, but it's super reflective, and I don't even feel the need to foil the shadow to get like the best payoff on my lid, because I feel like I'm already getting really good payoff on my lid. And we're just going to sort of cut it. I'm not really concerned with getting a really precise lid situation for this look. This is, like I said, more of just fun. But what I'm going to do is take my Sigma brush and a little bit of blueberry and just blend a slightly above and then in the corner. I like to do that for certain cut creases. Because I didn't actually cut my crease, I decided to do it on this one. And then let's just get a little bit more of that pink, just to make sure that doesn't go away. Okay. All right, good Lord. I think that is beautiful. I already know what I want to do in my inner corner, but I am loving this lid. So let's zoom out and get to the rest of my face. Okay, new memory card. Now let's get to the face. I already have my primers on. They've already sit for a little while, which is very, very good. And now I have a foundation. Let me zoom out a little bit more. I have a foundation that I'm actually really excited to try. It's the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in F14. I've already tested out the stick foundation, and this one was in F15 as well. I don't want to give too much of a review. I like it, but I thought that it didn't wear too well on my skin, and I thought because it's a stick foundation and the finish on this was never said to be extremely matte, so that's why I wanted to try this one, because I really liked the color match. It was a dead-on color match for me, so I wanted to see if I could get a dead-on color match with the same finish, if not matter, that lasts longer. So that's why I went ahead and purchased the liquid foundation. And I really wanted to use a sponge with this foundation. So give me 1 second. Let me get a sponge, wet it. My memory card's good, and we'll be all good. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all, so I've been really enjoying the e.l.f. sponge, and I wanted to use it today, but I can't find it. So I just went ahead and went for my Real Technique sponge because I like this one. And I wanted to go with something that I already knew I liked. So it does have this stupid doe foot applicator. And as you can see, with just those swipes, it's pretty much a dead-on dupe for my skin tone and undertone. I think it's a really good foundation, one of the best that I have gotten a match, and I did this online. I'm pretty good at doing my foundation match. I just have to be in the mood to really get a foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead with the bottom of this beauty blender. Now I do know that using a beauty blender is going to give you a little bit more moisture in whatever product you're applying it with. So I know that off bat this is probably, as you can see, not going to give me a matte finish because I'm using a beauty blender. But I've just been in a beauty blender mood lately, so I wanted to get one. All right, and that's pretty. That's really good coverage. I would say that's full coverage. Good Lord. I mean, you can't see any of my imperfections, and I have some right now because I've been eating things I should not be eating, but we're just gonna keep moving on. I have nothing. So I've been mixing concealers lately because I realized that I had a lot of concealers open and I don't tend to like that. So this Bare Pro Mineral Concealer actually got sent to me in an Influencer Vox box, and I reviewed it saying that I liked it, but I thought it was too not moisturizing enough for under my eye. I thought it was too drying. I don't feel that way anymore. I definitely have changed my opinion. I definitely think this is a good concealer, but the shade that I was sent was just dead awful. Like this blends right into my skin. So what I've been doing is putting that as a base, and then plopping the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation in DN3 on top, because I've been trying to use this as a concealer to get it out of my collection. As you can see, it's way too light for me to be a foundation. Ulta played me. This was the darkest shade on Ulta's website. So I just want to get this out of my collection. I'm not a huge fan of the actual formula either, so I don't really feel the need to repurchase this one. So no new products on my concealers. Just go ahead and blend it out with that Eco Tools sponge. And because I mixed them together, the two concealers, you can see I'm definitely not as bright under my under eyes as I used to be, but I'm okay with that. At some points I thought I was getting a little too bright, so I'm actually kind of happy that this combination has become my new thing, so I'm dialing it down. None of my under eye setting powder or my base setting powder are going to be new, so I'm just going to go ahead and do those off camera to save some time. And I'm also going to do my brows. Brows have nothing to do with this. Nothing's new there. So just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so in case you were wondering, I set my under eyes with my Essence Bright Me Up powder. I set the rest of my face with my Fenty Invisiblot powder. I went ahead and did my bronzer while I was off camera, just because that's not new either. It is my e.l.f. Oh wow, it is my e.l.f. Always Spicy blush. I've been using this as a bronzer. I think it works beautifully. And then I also did my eyes with my same old NYX Tame and Fame pomade. That's all I did while I was off camera. The rest of the stuff I think I have new. So this is a new blush, and it actually is going to work perfectly with this look. And this is the Extra Dimension Blush in Rosy Cheeks. Now I have a couple of new e.l.f. brushes. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know. This is the e.l.f. face brush. It's picking up something. Oh my Lord. Oh, this is beautiful. Just try and get it on the apple. Oh, Angelica Nyquist, you did not do me wrong. This is like a very beautiful rosy blush, and this, I need to swatch this against two other items in my collection. This reminds me of the Wet n Wild Dare to Soar blush, and then that reminded me of yet another item that I had in my collection. I actually showed the duos. Oh, it reminds me of this. It reminds me of the Fenty Beauty highlighter. Okay, so since I got so distracted, I might as well show you guys. So this is the Extra Dimension finish. And right here is the Dare to Soar. Let's just bring it in closely. Hopefully you guys can see. They look pretty dead on. I might need to swatch them. I think those are dupes. And then I always thought that that was very similar, not dead on, but similar to the Sangria Sunset shade in this duo. But you can definitely see that the Sangria Sunset has more purple to it, then this one has more rose. I think this might be a dupe to that fancy blush, and I loved that blush. But the thing about this one is that this one isn't as shimmery, not as overbearing, if you will. So this one can definitely be worn in more seasons. Like this one just looks like a satin on my cheeks, whereas the Flights of Fancy blush, that one looked more like a shimmery blush, you know? Oh my god, I'm gonna want more of these and I can't. Well, we're just gonna enjoy this one. This is stunning, like absolutely stunning. I can't stop putting it on. Maybe I'll stop one day, but oh my god, that is stunning, like stunning. Of course I don't have a bloody highlighter brush, so let me get a highlighter brush. The brush that I got just because I wanted to get the 100 point perk from Sephora, and this was something that I had been eyeing. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like only $25, so I went ahead and purchased it. And I have 3 highlighters that I have not put on my face. One is this NYX Sweet Custard highlighter, and it's this right here. Wait, that's a terrible view. So this is it right there, just so that you guys can see it. And then the other one is the JD Glow highlighter in Rosé, and this is what that baby looks like. I think I'm gonna have to do the JD Glow highlighter. This one I have been dying to try, and now that I super glued the pan in, I think we're good to go. So I'm just dunking a good amount onto my brush, and oh, okay, okay, all right. I don't even understand why I underestimated this highlighter and its beautifulness. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Oh, and it blends into my skin. Y'all can't. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, this is a beautiful highlighter. I mean, it just melts into my skin. And I have been really loving this highlighter brush, and I've learned that these type of brushes are what I prefer to put highlighter on. Although I haven't tried any teardrop. Yes, I have. I've tried teardrop and I don't like them. Although I have not tried the Sigma teardrop one, and that one looks a little bit bulkier, like heftier. So I might like that more than like the Wet n Wild teardropped one. That one's more like not as substantial as the Sigma one is. But oh my God. This is a lot. I can confess this is a lot. It may not look like a lot on camera, but it's a lot. But I'm not mad at it. Okay. This is, oh my God. You know when you're contemplating if you really need to have good morals and stay with your Novi? That's me right now. Because this is insane. And what I'm gonna do, just because it is a lot, and it, like I said, it might not look like a lot on camera, I'm just gonna kind of buff it in with the same brush that I put my face setting powder on. Just buff everything. I tend to do this if I feel like I went a little too ham, and it just helps. Okay. Now let's get back into the eyes, and perfect timing because my camera's about to shut off, so let's get into it. All right, I don't know what's going on with my under eyes today. They seemed like they didn't want to get set. Hopefully they're set, because we will find out when I go to work down there. But where's the palette? Leave it to me to lose the palette in the middle of the tutorial using it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a kind of basic lower lash line, at least my typical lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with the blueberry, and do I want to put something in my waterline? I'm gonna put this Melt liner in nude. I think that's the name of it. Baked. It's called Baked. I'm gonna put that in my waterline. It's basically the same color as my actual waterline. So not a huge difference, but that baby lasts. So I probably will be getting some more of those whenever they have their next sale. But yeah, now it's time to go into blueberry. I'm just gonna take it on my e.l.f. eyeliner brush and just push it right up against my lower lash line. And I'm gonna go all the way in with it. So I do have some fallout from my eyes. It looks to only be in this area on that side. No, I have it on both sides. So yeah, do be prepared for there potentially to be fallout on your under eyes if that bothers you. I'm not really yay or nay about it. I'm gonna just keep pushing. Next, I think what I'm gonna do is actually go into the orange. So I'm gonna go into Agent Orange, and I'm gonna pick that up on this pencil brush. This pencil brush is from Peach and Pearl. And we're just going to hopefully blend out that blue. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do pretty simple lower lash line for me. I did end up going into the blueberry a little bit because the blueberry was pretty packed in that small vicinity. I'm actually going to just take that same pencil brush. I just wiped it off on my pants, and I'm going to go into Maui Wowie. I don't know. I'm just going to go into that shimmer shade in It's the lightest shimmer shade in the palette, and just put that in my inner corner. Oh, that's perfect. And there you go. That is the eye look. So all I have to do now is put liner on and mascara. So I'm going to do that, put on my lip liner, and then we can figure out what lip product we're going to put on, because I have a good amount of new lip products as always. 1 second. Alrighty guys, so I have all of these choices. Yeah, a lot of choices. The first one, of course, is my Project Pan lipstick, and this one is just a little off, so I don't even want to put this one on today. I have some nude lip glosses, some nude lipsticks. I have a really colorful lip gloss, but I think this would be a little too much, especially because of what I got on my cheeks. I think I'm feeling the MAC Lip Intensity formula. I think I want to wear one of these, but which one? Because this one will match like my crease, but brown will take away something because I got a lot going on. Let's go on with, let's be a beauty guru, and let's go on with the brown. And the brown is in Toast and Butter. Oh my God, this is really nude. This is basically my skin tone. Ooh. I finally found that. I've never found that. I don't think. Not in a lipstick. But yeah, that's kind of the finished look. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have one more thing you won't guess, because I didn't guess that this was going to go into my cart. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Good Lord. Okay, so let's try it. Oh. Oh my. That is actually really, really nice. I was not expecting that at all. It literally is a mist, and it's very fine. And it did get all in my hair, but I really enjoyed that. Go figure. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of show you guys a bunch of new things. Let me just run through the things and tell you guys how I'm feeling about them currently. So, like I said, I already tried the foundation stick of this product, and I was just hoping that this would give me more lasting power in this formula. Thus far, it looks nice on my skin. I do still have like a dewy-ish finish, but that might be because I went in with a sponge. I will of course be doing this again with this foundation with a brush to see if the finish is a little bit more matte and then it lasts longer. But right now it looks very skin-like, makes my skin look like there's no imperfections, and I love that this is an exact match for my skin. I love that. So that is that. Concealer, nothing new. Powders, nothing new. Cheek product. Y'all knew I was gonna like this. I mean, come on now. This, it screams me, and I'm really excited to see if this really is a dupe for that Dare to Soar blush, because I know a lot of people didn't find it, or they thought that one was too shimmery, and this one doesn't have any shimmer. It's just a sheen, a really nice sheen. So that's good. I've already tried the lip intensity, just not this color. I love it, and I feel like my lips look really pouty. I'm loving that. And then of course, if I can stop losing it, the eyeshadow palette. It's okay. I'm not gonna give it yay reviews and I'm not gonna give it nay reviews. Definitely need to work with this green a little bit more to see how I like that. I did not like that I had to use this purple, what? I did not like that I had to use this pink on my eye when it wasn't set for it to really show up. So that's a problem in my book. The orange didn't really pack on. So to me, this formula is so far, because I tried all the mattes, is good if you don't like to set your concealer or your base. If you like to set your base, I honestly right now would not recommend this palette. The shimmer glitter situation, because there are 3 glitters. So this is a glitter, this is a glitter, and this up here is a glitter. This one is a shimmer, 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 shimmer. So you really see the differences. Actually really quickly, let me just go ahead and swatch a couple. I'll swatch some that I did not use. That feels butt soft, butt soft. Let me swatch the Northern Lights green. So it comes up on my hand. So these are the 3 formulas. Focus, camera, focus. So these are the 3 formulas that we have. This one is the glitter fluffy one. This one is the more shimmer one, and this is the matte that I had a problem with. Now let's get it back to focusing on me. There we go. Okay, so glitter, shimmer or metallic, and then that problematic matte. So they swatch really, really nicely. And I mean, there is some chunkiness, so you do have to like kind of smooth it out. But overall, the shimmer formula looks to be bomb.com, and I liked a good amount of the mattes. So I don't really know how I feel about this. I will be bringing you guys a palette roundup. It won't be until the new year because you guys won't be seeing this until the new year, but probably sometime late January, early February, you guys will be seeing a palette roundup with this palette with my full opinions. I just want to do a couple more looks, as hopefully you guys expect of me, to really get some more opinions on this palette. But thus far, that glitter formula situation, that is like bar none. If they did a palette with just that, as much as I don't like all shimmer palettes, I would probably grab it. And even throwing in some of those metallics, bomb. But some of these mattes are a little touch and go, so we will see. And yeah, I think that's all the new stuff. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I forgot that I used the JD Glow highlighter in Rosé. This baby is bomb, and right now they have all of their highlighters restocked, and I don't think they made a big announcement to make sure that like people had to look, so you guys might be seeing some more of those. It's my birthday month, okay? I'm starting the low buy mentally, but it goes into force in January. But anyways, guys, I've been talking a lot. You guys now know how I feel first impressions wise on all these products. Don't worry, I will be bringing you guys a roundup on all of these items back soon. So yeah, it has been real, y'all. Peace.